Welcome to the back 9 coverage of the Czech Disc Golf Championships 2023, powered by MVP Disc Sports. I am Jakub Kostel. I was the TD of the tournament, and next to me is Nathan Adlam, a local player and a native speaker, to help me with the commentary.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. Before the final 9, we have Bohdan, minus 27, Knápek, minus 20, Vojtík, minus 15. Bílek's been hot. It's going to be hard to catch him in this final 9.
I would like to thank all the partners of the tournament, especially the MVP Disc Sports being a presenting partner. It was really a big help for having a successful Czech Championships. And here we are on the hole number 10, par 310 meters. Quite a unique shape to this hole. You have to go blind for a preferably Anheuser shot if you want to get close to the basket, but there's quite a chance to go somewhere to the bushes, which are OB on the right side, and if you go long you'll just end up in the forest and have an obstructed putt, as you can see from Matěj Vojtík's shot. Very good result of Bohdan's shot in the circle.
Dostál going with the hyzer route. Very high and catching tree near the baskets. Knápek as well, going with the high hyzer, and similar result, a little further into the tree there.
As you can see, the little forest is not too thick, but still it's very hard to make the putts from there, especially if you are deep.
There's a birdie from Vojtík.
But still pumped up after the eagle he made on the previous hole. If you haven't watched the front 9 coverage, you should just stop right now and watch it first. Ooh, and a very first miss. A missed birdie of Bohdan's after a 9 for 9 first round. And it looks like this course is playing easy, but these players are just hot on the final day, and the par was playing around 960 rating, and it's definitely one of the most difficult courses in Czech Republic, especially as it's pretty much the default permanent layout. We are playing the Czech Championships. Hole number 11, par 3, 90 meters, but if you want to go low, there is many defending trees, so players are opting for a high route, trying to throw a hyzer, which is catching some trees and falling near the basket. Matěj was not very happy with his throw, but the result was not too bad. Bohdan doesn't know, we don't know, but it's not too far.
Kuba didn't want to watch that one, though I don't think he's in too bad of a position.
And Jakub Knápek, the forehand specialist, also the highest rated player of this group. Yeah, actually you could see Matěj, Bohdan and Knápek already touring the Euro Tour in 2023. he had some good success. Knappe got some top 10 finishes, and he's one of the... Actually, all of these players from this group are like very promising talents of Czech disc golf. Obviously, we are missing Jakub, who is the most famous Czech player, and at this time he was battling it out at Maple Hill, playing the MVP Open there. And couldn't attend the Czech Championships.
Turns out that Bodan was right under the basket, finishing with his 30.
I think it was after an upshot.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, here we have hole number 12, one of the easier holes on the course. Straightforward, pretty much a low line again, and no OB, but the danger of going into the bushes or into the forest on both sides. Bodan somewhere on the right side. This looks perfect from Knappe. And it is perfect.
Dostál got a little tree kick there. Kicked him back to the right. Just catching the branch there, maybe preventing that one from going in.
And Bodan continues with his putting streak from all the positions, as he showed us in the front nine. Easy bird for Knappe. And a little turbo from Matej.
Hole 13, we have a par 4, 207 meters. Dogleg sharply to the right. You want to land it down here somewhere by the first pole, so you can set up your second shot to the right of this Mando pole. It's quite open. It's possible to try to go over the top and cut off a lot of distance, but it's a little risky.
And Bodan going for it. Maybe he's not even like trying to make it on the fairway to the right, but just going hyzer to be safe, not to finish too much on the left. Knappe doing the same thing. Getting a little better result. Maybe his next throw will be a bit obstructed with the pole. But he smashed it. Huh, even more obstructed, it seems like.
Dostál finishing. Might have a little bit of a tree to contend with, depending on the angle there.
So Knápek not obstructed at all in the end, throwing his sidearm into C1.
to vidět ve slow-mo. To se mi nemůže stát. To bylo třeba, že 2 mm.
Matěj kept it a bit wide, ending up in C2.
Dostál opting for a turnover. Looks like he's maybe edge of C1.
And Bílek having to go from standstill, as in the end he was the most obstructed with the pole. And not an ideal shot.
Kilometr. Mohl tam zůstat. Jestli to dohodím knapy, jo? Cože? To dohodím.
And the solo birdie for Jakub Knápek on this hole. Actually one of the tougher holes, third hardest, playing a .74 over par. And here we are on the hole number 14, 316 meters. Another dogleg, not too severe, but the basket is out of sight for your drives, and you need to go far enough to have a chance for birdie. I think sidearm is actually an ideal play. Knappe just left it a bit wide, although he's got the power and skills to reach it.
Bodan sending a turnover to the edge of the out of bounds. Looks like he's safe. Vojtík with the lefty backhand, showing us how skilled he is with his off arm, putting it right there in C1.
Yeah, really a cheat code, like you said in the front nine coverage. Very useful skill to have. And Dostál left it a bit short, but still with the view to the basket, just an easy up and down for his par.
Vojtík with the lone birdie on this hole 14. Hole 15, par 4. Big 283 meters. It's OB on the right and trees on the left. A couple of poles to contend with, and even seen some shots connect with those power lines. Just a long hole. OB can come into play if you turn it over too much. Otherwise, you just need to see some distance here.
Vojtík going with a seemingly lower straight shot, but it's a bomb. It's a very good first drive. I think over 130 meters. Knápek a similar distance, even a bit longer, but ending in the on the edge of the tree line there. Bohdan just too much to the right, maybe turned it over a bit and ended up in OB. And Dostál, beautiful big hyzer. Good second or third shot for Bohdan with the OB stroke. Oh, and Dostál showing us his big arm as he reached the long hole in two seemingly easy hyzer throws.
Yeah, he made that look easy. Vojtík, edge of the circle. This hole is playing as the second hardest hole on the course. 0.83 strokes on average above par.
Yeah, once you don't have the distance, it is very hard to get a birdie there. Bohdan not too stressed about a bogey coming up, as his lead is quite significant. Although this is the part of the course where stuff can happen. Actually, the upcoming holes can really mess up with the order, and let's see what happens there. Nice bird for Jakub Dostál.
Come on!
Hole 16, par 3, 101 meters. A little tricky with these two Mando poles here. Stay in between those. Not so long, but when you step on that tee box, that distance between those Mandos looks a little small sometimes.
Dostál with a hyzer, made the Mando, ended up pin high on the edge of the forest. Matěj already knows that he just shot a great shot. A little skip away from the basket, but still within C1. Knápek just perfect. We couldn't see the result of Bohdan's throw, but I'm pretty sure he's somewhere there in C1. Maybe missing for the first time the knee putt. Matej, weak side of the chains. So solo birdie for Jakub Knápek on this hole. At this point, pretty much securing tightly his second place, going in the last two holes. And here we have the hole number 17, par 451 meters and 3 islands here. So players can decide if they want to go safe or even if they want to attack the basket, which is definitely reachable for the players of this caliber. Most of the players would just go and aim for the second island, but Knápek with his power forehand. OB, and that means going to the drop zone number 1, not moving too much. Dostál safely landing in the second island.
Vojtík as well. Safe shot into the second island.
Ooh, and Bohdan also making the second island, just barely stayed in, but safe. Knápek attacking the basket from the first drop zone. He's gonna be tapping in for his par. Easy up shots from the second island for these guys. So no big drama on this hole for the lead card, especially when things looks to be quite decided. But what you can't see here is Petr Strigler, another young talent of Czech Disc Golf, crushing it on the chase card and playing the course record, contending actually with Matej Vojtík for the third place at this moment. In the meantime, we've seen a couple of birdies from our lead card, and here we are on the final hole. 230 meters, par 4, the hardest hole of the day, playing 1.04 over par. A dogleg as well, but the tricky part, or maybe not as tricky for these players, is to overcome an OB area with their first throw and then throwing a quite obstructed upshot to the basket. Jakub Dostál barely safe. right next to the OB line on the left side. Oh, Matěj flirting with the guardian tree, but just missing it and ending up in the middle of the fairway.
Nice shot for Bodan. Last tee shot of the day. And Knápek as well. Putting himself in a nice spot for attacking the green.
And as the group's reaching their discs to throw the last couple of throws of the Czech nationals, they are now checking the scores and watching how the aforementioned Petr Striegler played. Quite amazed. And Matěj Vojtík definitely knows that he needs to play this hole safe, or at least I think for the par, to force a playoff for the third place. And Bohdan, safe, and just without any more drama going for his second title in a row. Knápek was not sure, ended up OB, and there was a situation where like people were not sure if the disc has crossed safe in the area around the basket. And Matěj knows that his lefty drive didn't work as he imagined. Same situation, ending up in OB, and there was a little discussion also with the spotters, and yeah, just was not, nobody was sure if those discs were crossing in, and I think the group decided to the benefit of the players and let them play near the basket. Yeah, Jakub Dostál knows that he's not gonna move up or down. He's sitting tightly at the fifth spot. Bohdan tried to run it just for the final birdie, but there was no pressure. But the pressure's on for Matěj now, because he knows that he needs to make this putt to force the playoff, and he's just missing low. And obviously he was quite disappointed and took the fourth place in the end. Jakub Knápek, clean par, and second place. And as I already mentioned, the defending Czech champion in MPO division for 2023, Bohdan Bílek from Team Discmania, Team prodiscgolf.cz, the Czech champion. actually first successful defender of the title since 2014. Getting a nice thorny crown trophy. So I hope you enjoyed the coverage of the Czech Championships. Thanks to the guys from prodiscgolf.cz for creating this coverage. Thanks to all the partners who supported it and who supported the tournaments. Shout out to MVP Disc Sports. Thanks to Nate as my co-commentator.
Thanks, Jakub. It's great to be here, watching these guys attack the course.
Here's the final scoreboard. As you can see, and as mentioned, on the third place in the end, Petr Strigler from Moravský Krumlov, the hot round of -15, 1089 rated. You can be sure that this tournament will get back in 2024. This time as a part of the Czech Disc Golf Tour, first weekend in July. And if you wanna come and play, this tournament will be open for any foreign players. So if you wanna take on the Bechovice course with a different layout this time, we will be happy to see you in Prague. Thanks again for watching, and see you sometimes